Finally, the wait is over. After seeing a plethora of spy shots and much speculations, we see the Honda Elevate in flesh. It is the latest compact SUV to join the hotly contested segment. Will go up against the Hyundai Creta, Kia Seltos, Grand Vitara and the likes. And yes, we have all the details about the car. It's not been launched yet. It is a world premiere happening in India, and here is everything you need to know about the new Honda Elevate. In the customary way, let's begin with the design itself. Speaking of which, the Honda Elevate up front looks quite bold, and yes, you have this chunky grille right here finished in piano black. Now you have got a very well balanced mix of chrome here on the top and black elements, more black finish on the bumper as well. You have got silver skid plate right here below on the bumper. The design itself is kept bold, but you have got angular lines as well here on the bonnet. So you have got this power dome like treatment right here on the bonnet, good amount of sculpting as well. The headlamps, these are quite sleek units. These are LED headlamps with DRL eyebrows on the top right here, and you have got this cool LED fog lamp below on the bumper as well. Overall, yes, it has that sense of urbanness and a very robust appeal going on. So now let's walk towards the profile and see how that looks like. Now, as you will walk towards the side, your attention will instantly fall onto these alloy wheels. Looks quite cool. Dual tone alloy wheels. These are 17-inch units, and you have got ample profile in the tires. Here you have squared wheel arches, typical SUV elements that we see. And overall, the design of the car looks quite proportionate. It's quite well balanced. So yes, the dual tone finish, black roof, black on the ORVM, and with the color shade, looks quite cool and quite urban in that sense. And yes, overall, you also get bold claddings here that you typically see in SUVs these days. So the quintessential SUV silhouette, that's here in the Elevate as well. What I personally like about the profile is that it's done in a flush manner. Yes, it's quite decently done. You don't have too many sharp lines going on right there. So that's something, you know, which is a fresh touch. We have seen that angular design in all modern cars these days, but yes, a flush finish, you know, looks very even and very neatly done. Now, the rear of the Honda Elevate will remind you of the Honda HR-V sold in the global markets. You have got a similarly tapering rear windscreen and a flat tailgate right here. The LED head tail lights, the motifs, they don't extend all the way to the center. A treatment we have seen in quite a few modern days cars, but this conventional touch actually looks quite good to me. You have got a chunky skid plate right here below on the bumper, and a good contrast again in terms of black finish with the body color. Also, what I personally like about the Honda Elevate, that you know, Honda hasn't tried to overdo it by any stretch of the imagination. It looks quite simple and classy, and that's how a compact SUV should be. So nothing overdone here, quite simple and quite robust design. So yes, in terms of looks, it has that quintessential SUV look going right on. In terms of boot space, you have a good volume right here. That's 458 liters of boot space, enough to store luggage for 4 on the go for a long weekend. And to point a few more things, you have got a lip spoiler sort of treatment right here. You know, even from the rear, the contrast, the black roof looks very good with the shade, and this is a design which I find a bit sporty. Yes, adds to that sporty flavor in the car. So in terms of length, the new Honda Elevate measures around 4,312 millimeters in length. To give you perspective, it's around 12 millimeters longer than the Creta and almost similar to the Grand Vitara. The wheelbase, that is measured at 2,650 millimeters in length, while the height is 1,650 millimeters. It has a ground clearance of 220 millimeters, which is class leading. So yes, now let us move towards the inside of the car. Now, if we speak of the upholstery, you have got soft touch finish on the dashboard. There is a subtle treatment right here. On the top, it's hard plastic, but yes, soft touch upholstery with all the necessary surfaces right on the door armrest here. The overall feel and treatment is quite good. It feels upmarket. The screen, that's a 10.25-inch touchscreen unit, has got wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and all sort of connectivity options. Yes, it has also got Honda's connected car tech. So you have got all those features right here. In front of me is a 7-inch digital instrument cluster. Again, something we have seen previously on Honda cars as well. I quite like the layout. It's not very much cluttered. You have got button operations for air con vents right here. You also have got wireless charging here. There's a little recess, quite big to keep phones of all sizes, cup holders. Again, we have got manual parking brake. There are few features that the Honda Elevate misses on. That's ventilated seats, which we get in other cars like the Creta in this segment. Also, it has got a single pane sunroof right here. It's not a panoramic sunroof. Now for the steering wheel, you have got even height adjustment and reach adjustment. So yes, in terms of ergonomics, the cabin is quite well. Even the positioning of the armrest or the overall driver position is quite good right here. So at the rear, the legroom is actually decent. The seat is set at my driving position, and I have got a generous amount of legroom here. The headroom also is not bad, and also the floor is there's an elevation to rest my foot. So overall, I have a good seating position even right here. The under thigh support could have been a bit better, but yes, overall it's something which is manageable. You also have space here to keep your phone, a drop down armrest with cup holders, things that we typically see in cars these days. You also have got air con vents here. So at the rear for 3, it will be a bit of a squeeze in terms of width, but yes, for 2 people the rear seat is quite comfortable, and the cushioning is also very good. It's not too soft or not too firm. So yes, good in those terms. Now under the hood of the Honda Elevate is the tried and tested 1.5 liter petrol engine. It's an engine which we are familiar with in the city. We have seen this engine belts out around 119 brake horsepower at 6600 rpm and 145 Newton meters of peak torque at around 4300 rpm. In terms of gearbox combinations, you have the same 6-speed manual transmission as standard, while CVT automatic transmission is also available as option on upper variants of the Honda Elevate. Same combination we have seen in the city. As of now, not available in hybrid, and no word on that yet. The engine is RDE compliant, though yes, meets the RDE norms, which means that it runs on E20 blended ethanol fuel as well. Now it also has got the ADAS feature, so Honda Sensing Advanced Driver Assistance System. You have got all those features right here: forward collision warning and mitigation, blind spot detection, fatigue alert, rear cross traffic alert. So all ADAS features is right here on the Honda Elevate. In terms of launch, the car will launch in the Indian market around the festive season period. Honda has not confirmed the date yet, but yes, has given us a timeline. Also bookings, that's opening in July. So yes, that's when you can book the Honda Elevate. Let us know how do you find the car. Comment right here below in the section.